Hello everyone, my name is Admiral Prince Eric and welcome back to my channel. So I'm going today's video ahead for a first impression on this French Tier 10 large cruiser Marseille to be dedicated for a first anniversary of the French large cruiser in early access last year. So what is Marseille? So Marseille is named after the city located in southern France. So basically, which is known to be as French Riviera City. So the ship is based on the project number 4 of the predecessor Richelieu-class battleship designs. That Marseille is composed originally, the main armament was 330mm guns, like this. But in her original designs, which is intended to be 380mm guns, well, that was supposed to be a French naval designer, which is going to be a conspiring movement. So, in the end, project number 4 was passed down. So, according to that, so I'm gonna see right ahead this Richelieu Tier 8 French battleship. So, I'm gonna speak to this. So, this is a French battleship Richelieu. She was going to be the end design page, and it turns out her main armament was supposed to be a 380mm guns as usual for many years to come prior before the Second World War. So Richelieu, depending on that, well, it's gonna be the full interesting ahead for naval history. So we're gonna see up ahead. So back to Marseille. So wait a second. Okay, in water warships, the Marseille is a comparatively known as the French Nelson, inspired for this Marseille like the Nelson-class battleships. But let's see on armor. The armor is gonna be as usual. We look it upon like this. The armor belt is going to be a 30mm and the 210mm on the lower hull. Superstructure is gonna be 60mm. The turrets are gonna be faced 330mm. The barbette is gonna be 310mm. Fore end plating is gonna be 25mm, and the stern arm and the aft end plating is gonna be 25 meters. So let's just show us ahead So this is gonna be a barbette armor is gonna be 15mm and 310mm, which is gonna be inside the hull. But be careful, avoiding any possibility the torpedo damage will get result as a detonation. So be careful, gotta be a full patience. The armor is gonna be a below citadel line, which is going to be torpedo bulkhead 15mm. The deck armor is gonna be 30mm. The upward ship is gonna be 200mm. The rest of these are fully done. So let's check out the specifications. So the hit points is gonna be a 66,950, which is totally the largest hit points ahead for a French heavy cruiser. Surpass the French Tier 10 Henri de Ford. Henri de Ford is gonna be a 53,000 HP. So here's 53,300 hit points. So the Marseille is the highest hit points up ahead for this French cruiser. Torpedo protection damage reduction is about 25% against Henri de Ford's 90%, which is the lower the Henri de Ford's torpedo protection. But the highest is the Marseille is gonna be 25% for that. So be sure up ahead to gain more survivability for the instance. So the main battery will be going a 330mm gun. The same armament was used for the Brest. Although the same armament was used for a Tier 6 Dunkirk. So which is going to be a 9 guns and per 3 turrets are located on the front, not in the absence of the stern. The secondary battery, which is going to be the same secondary battery you used for Marseille. The Brest. 6x2 over 139 millimeters. The range is about 8.7 kilometers. Reload time is 6.5 seconds. And also the secondary battery, which is featured 139mm 50 MLE 9038 in the turret, located at the back. Sorry, located on the stern section of the ship. So let's see up ahead for visual class like this. So the secondary armor, which is used the 152mm 55 MLE 9030 auto, which is not related for the secondary battery for the use on either in the ship. So Marseille is truly use the 139mm secondary battery. Okay, let's go back to Marseille for furthermore. The airstrikes is gonna be a LEO H470, which consists 2 attack flights. So the bomb damage is about 4,900. Bombs payload to drop 2. The maximum range is 8 kilometers. Reload time is about 30 seconds in any order. A defense, which is gonna be a 20mm oil Leica on the Mount 24 mount. The 40mm Bofors guns in a duo. Then another Bofors guns, which is going to be a quadruple. The 129mm, which is a secondary use for the Marseille, as well as 139mm secondary battery was used also for the anti-aircraft guns, but is option for that a secondary battery. Continuous damage is about 348. Shell explosions about 1,750 per salvo. Per salvo on number is 8. Priority sector reinforcement is about 50%. Firing range is about 6 kilometers. So make sure it's gonna be a full swing up ahead. So the maneuverability is gonna be the 33 knots. This is the fastest French large cruiser I've ever seen pass on the Cherbourg and Brest. Turning circle radius is about 770 meters. Rudder shift time is going to be 14.5 seconds. But I'm not going to reduce for that rudder shift time for a useful upgrades. Sorry. Okay. So concealment, we got detectability range by sea is about 12.9 kilometers with a right upgrades and commander skills. It's about 12.9 kilometers. Detectability range by depth is about 0.0 to 9.1 kilometers. Range by air is gonna be 9.1 kilometers. And the assured detectability range is about 2 kilometers. So far and so good. So let's head on to the equipment. So the consumables, which has got the damage control party, repair party, the engine boost. Always engine boost up ahead for this French cruiser, starting from tier 6. And we got it. Exchange consumable is the fighter, but I will not recommend it for this. Always hydroacoustic search for this consumable because it's very important to detect and spot enemy torpedoes coming from destroyers and cruisers. Also, we can switch up to the defensive A5, which is going to be shred enemy planes as soon as possible. Finally, the most important for the French cruiser is gonna be a main battery reload booster. This is important, like when you find up ahead immediately after first volley shots, the main battery reload booster is activated. Then repeated fire immediately until the end of the action time. The cooldown time is gonna be 80 seconds. So the upgrade, guys. So my recommended upgrades for this Marseille as soon as we can. But I will focus on the survivability because French large cruisers has a long duration of fire flooding, like mostly from battleships. First slot is gonna be main armaments mod 1, which is very important for this. The second one is the damage control system mod 1, which is the reduced time for catching fire, and the risk of flooding is about the damage control system mod 1, which is going to be reduces risk of catching fire about 5%, and the reduced risk of flooding is about 3%. Or technically, which is the engine boost modification 1, but I will not recommend it for this ship, but only for the Andre the Fort as usual. The third slot is always for the aiming systems mod 1, which is gotta be important, but with improving something the main battery accuracy and dispersion as usual to fight against enemy ships at close range at per brawls. Sorry, that was technically speaking. Next one is gonna be a damage control system mod 2. This is very important for this. It will help that to reduce fire and flooding, which is going to be 50%. But you have gotta need to recommend it for this upgrade. Or alternatively, I would not recommend it for the propulsion mod 1, and as well as the steering gears mod 1 too. Well, these two option upgrades is not recommended for that. So the fifth slot is gonna be concealment system mod 1. This is very important. So it helps that the reduces ship's detectability range, and as well as the special shells fired by enemies attacking you, which is gonna be plus 5%. Finally, the main battery mod 3 is occupied at the 6th slot, which is going to be reduce the main battery reload time as well as traverse speed for the main battery is going to be minus 30%. So let's go up ahead for commander skills. Okay, my commander skills are gonna take a recommendation for this. For first one is gonna be grease the gears, which is going to be important to be focused on the main battery, which is gonna be concentrated on the front of gun. Next, demolition expert, we gonna need for this commander skill, which is going to be set on possibility on fire, because I don't think choosing this commander skill, which is going to be a fire chance about 36%, but don't worry, I will set any possibility of the outcome of the setting on fires against enemy ships. Next, adrenaline rush, which is going to be a recommended for that. The fourth is going to be a top grade gunner. Top grade gunner is very important for this. When the enemy gets detected, a top grade gunner when the enemy gets detected on you, the top grade gunner is going to be activated one at a time. But don't worry, the permanent effect is going to be to reduce the secondary battery reload time. It can be activated when after detection, which is going to be to reduce the main battery reload time. Or the next one is going to be outnumbered. The improves your ship's characteristics while the number of allies within your ship's main battery fighting range doesn't exceed the number of visible enemy ships. And your ship is now counted as an allied ship, which is going to be the increased ship speed as well as the reduces maximum main battery shell dispersion. But this is going to be recommended important. Or alternatively, some players you wanted to manage the concealment expert, which is going to be reduce the ship's detectability range, so on and so forth. So guys, pick up ahead for these 4 commander skills, which is going to be a purely recommended for that. So the next one is superintendent. Why? We gotta need up ahead for the increased charges for a repair party, as well as the rest of the other consumables. So I'm choosing up ahead the gun feeder, known as expert loader. Why? These French large cruisers are the long main battery reload time. Immediately after the main battery is ready, you can switch up ahead. You can switch up ahead for the main battery consists on either HE or AP shells, which is to reduce switching time as about 40%. Lastly, the main importance for this French large cruiser is the heavy AP shells. Why? Which is going to be a 5% of main battery AP shell damage with a main battery caliber of 7.5 inch, 190mm and above. So in that case, the main armament is going to be 330mm, which is going to be a 10,185. But I'm sure got up ahead for these getting on the last commander skills, which is gonna be grind right up ahead for the last remaining skill points. So as usual, so I'm getting ready on the battle. So Marseille that acquired back on December 2022, which is gonna get grind from Brest. I pretty love the ship for this, and I adopted a nickname, the Executioner. Why? Because its main battery guns are the highest of this. 330mm guns against enemy cruisers with the weakest armor, getting on citadel hits, as well as the shell switching types. So I will show up ahead in the battle. So let's get on to it, guys. And hey guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification icon, so I will regularly posting my video at any time. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see. So let's get started on the battle with a Marseille. Oh wait guys, I'm gonna check right there something very important. Later. Alright, I'm back guys. Sorry, I have to take in some washing clothes immediately. So, you know, it's a matchmaking first before I'm going back up to it. So, anyways, let's get started. So, Marseille, I will focus about the French forward turrets, just like the Nelson. I will show up ahead in the gameplay in the full description without a commentary.
Boost des moteurs activé. Forces ennemies repérées à l'horizon.
Here comes the Schlieffen! Oh my god. When it's activation the expert loader, it will help them to reduce reload time. It's gonna be 13 seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna go up ahead in the mid. So let's get a hunt it to be. So I would definitely looking for a broadside to gain citadel hits to gain more advantage. Oh my god, there's a midway coming. Napoli is getting closer up, ready to fire AP shells. Cyclone inbound. Ready after the first fire of the gun, hey, we got a citadel. Juicy citadels! Oh my god. I love for this. So let's not gonna avoid battleship has a torpedoes. So immediately after the first volley shot of Marseille, activating the main battery reload booster, it helps to engage more battery. There's another coming. With some extensive damage coming from this. I have to take the advantage against the street. Another set of fire, here we go.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
Even got a commie right there. Juicy. Stephen is George Marshall.
Cuirassé ennemi détruit.
You know the secondary batteries fighting at the back against the enemy ships is he helped. So immediately after the first volley shot of this ship, I will activate the main battery booster to gain more advantage and to gain more citizens. That's it. So I will show up ahead for the second volley shots.
J'ai besoin de données de reconnaissance.
Here it comes midway, looking to engaging the broadside. Now switching the AP because the enemy ship has got an angle.
Boost des moteurs activé.
Activating the main battery reload booster after the first volley shots. There, 1,905 damage. Turn over to
Victoire est à notre
Chicago.
portée.
Then I really loved myself for a while since December 2022. I will get more promising ahead for a random battles on this ship as well as the ranked battles. And Schlieffen destroys the enemy submarine. So the battle performance 127,835 damage for a core. So I will try it up ahead in a random battle. So guys, I will do it up ahead to continue for that the 41.5 million HP of potential damage for the while in order to complete the 5th page on the dockyard mission. So the 6th page of the dockyard combat mission will be ahead on next week. So the top base HP on me. Here are the detailed reports about the Marseille's actions. I usually fighting HE or AP shells. AP shells is gonna be a ridiculous against a close combat situation. Damn, right now I really wanted to get something with the economic bonuses for Marseille by getting on the made of steel permanent camouflage from the armory in exchange of steel. So right now, let's head on to the random battle. Let's go. This is my first time I ever played this ship in the live server, but not on the public test. Okay, the Islands of Ice, we're gonna a full tier 10 battle with an enemy CV. First to fire volley shots goes HE shells, but avoid something against enemy aircrafts.
Bonne chance.
La bataille commence.
Thank you.
So guys, in the next public test on 12.5, I will go in my first impression gameplay ahead for the tier 10 American light cruiser Worcester, as well as the recently full released and American tier 10 San Martin to be taken on public tests, as well as the asymmetric battles. So I will gonna be set ahead for my next World of Warships devlog will be coming forward after doing my first impression on Marseille. So let's get started on this gameplay without commenting. I will try it up ahead to adjust because the rank battles are gonna be against players, so I have to try to take attention. Oh, by the way, this is an incomparable with a 580mm gun battle cruiser.
Forces ennemies repérées à l'horizon.
Here comes the Colbert. Montana coming on the way. First volley shot from the enemy towards against me. Here he comes.
Boost des moteurs activé. Alerte incendie.
Got set on fire early.
Problème résolu, chef. Aidez la cible alliée.
Between HE shells, I'm gonna take care of this.
Repoussez l'attaque aérienne. Faites demi-tour.
Got it set on fire against Hindenburg. Oh my god, what the heck is he doing? Five hits! Oh my god. Sailing. Here comes a shell from Hindenburg. This case is correct. comes. So I'm going to slow down to take something measure. Main down! Enemy Swanets takes down Bourgogne. The enemy team capturing Cap A. There we go.
I need intelligence data. À tous les bâtiments. Demande d'appui feu.
Yeah, we're definitely going looking broadsides of this when I'm going to fire AP.
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
St. Vincent's destroyed Culver. That was a nice touch. Fire against Hindenburg. Hit. And Citadel! Oh my god. I will take another shot. Here comes Hindenburg. Oh my god. We got turning on the 6-8 cheat shells. Activating the infantry booster after first volley of shots. Got enemy aircraft carrier located on the south. Oh my god, the Mecklenburg takes down enemy Hindenburg.
La charge de revanche. Boost des moteurs activé.
Daring.
Concentrez le tir sur le navire ennemi.
Yeah, I got him steady.
Pris l'avantage.
I got him.
Destroyer ennemi envoyé par le fond.
La charge de revanche.
Oh man, I really love this cruiser. Call it the Executioner. Now, the enemy team has getting advanced right now on AN. So I will definitely gonna pursue it.
J'ai besoin d'un appui.
So I will go up ahead on far south. Let's try up ahead for this.
皆さん、あの艦艇を集中攻撃じゃ。
So might be enemy Salem. So
Demande d'appui. J'ai besoin de données de reconnaissance.
and Thunder destroys Moskwa. Here we go. Yeah! 39,770. Oh, Malta, this team special powers. Ooh, I feel. got 2 fires on our ship. I just using the damage control party.
Problème résolu, chef.
This one is destroy your house. Oh my god, he's got a ricochet. Fighting HE right now, he's not scaling angle. Down.
Moteur désactivé.
On a détruit un croiseur ennemi.
La charge de revanche.
So I gotta definitely look enemy aircraft getting a broadside. Switching AP shells, gonna get looking forward.
Support the allied target.
Incomparable. I will not gonna fight up ahead. I will not gonna fight up yet.
La victoire est à notre portée.
Then Hakurio destroys Montana.
La victoire est à notre portée.
HE.
À tous les bâtiments.
Attack
Demande
Montana.
d'appui-feu.
Here comes broadside. Citadel against on Incomparable. Oh my god.
Moteur activé.
Okay, south of the Montana coming from the broadside towards me. Struck and wing
Point
battery.
principal sérieusement
You got
endommagé.
Citadel hits. He's gonna finish this on Montana.
Problème résolu, chef.
Yeah, we got him!
Cuirassé ennemi envoyé par le fond.
Problem is Slava. Fight against Slava. Siana's destroyed small areas. Will to victory. Oh my god. Alright, Malta destroys Slava. And the match is end. Alright, the rank battle report is gonna be 149,929 damage. That's the first person record up ahead since the openings. Shit. Damn, I was looking for a broadside. I got the first team. Woo, that was definitely the executioner style. 1,940 top base XP. That was a pretty great game for this. So the detail reports are coming. We did up ahead the Citadel hits on Salem, Montana, as well as Daring fighting HE. Oh, by the way, it's got a Citadel hits on Hindenburg, as well as the Incomparable. Damn, she's got up to them survive right now. Anyways, so I'm pretty good to know for the Marseille since I obtained it back in December 2022. Woo, that was a pretty nice, good to play ahead for Marseille does, as for dedication of the first anniversary of the French Large Cruiser for the while. So I will remember for this Marseille that she's gonna available on the last sequential bundles in in exchange for doubloons. So that's gonna be end of my video right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you like, subscribe, and comments down below. So thank you guys, and I hope you see you in my next video. My next video is going right now a dev log reaction.